Oh, I saw some comments. Flash.
This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed protector of the universe. Bonded to the energy transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station, he fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar.
Hello and welcome back to the Quantum Zone, episode 84. Can you believe it? Operation Galactic Storm Part 5. I am Phil. Joining me, of course, as always, and he's just as he mutes the mic. I was gonna samurai, and of course, master of the Quantum Zone.
Hey everyone, I'm Will.
He complained that I didn't introduce him first ever, and that he the mic. We gotcha. As he orders his wife dinner. Oh, and we got Superfan Soshin hanging in the chat room. So if you hear us having a one-way conversation with ourselves, yeah, we're talking to Soshin.
Sorry. Hi, Soshin. Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Matt. Sorry, I muted myself. I just pregame, backstage, trying to order sushi for my wife. I had to mute the microphone for it, and they called. They misunderstood the order, so I'm in the doghouse, so we'll figure it out. But I'm here with you. Avenger 345.
You want raw,
Galactic
right?
Storm.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they're like, you sure you want this sushi? We also sell hot dogs. Yeah.
One of these things is not like the other. I mean,
we don't deliver to your side of street.
Yeah.
All right. So, yes. Like I said, part 5 of Operation Galactic Storm. Still got quite a way to go, but
yeah, we're in part 5, but it seems like we haven't been in this very long. Unlike the Collector's Obsession, which was 300 5-part episodes. It seems. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say by the time we got to part 5 of that, it seemed like we were on part 20.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
But
things are still getting set up. We're still meeting characters. It's good.
Bringing in the East Coast team.
Yeah.
I love how go ahead.
Where do you guys fall on the whole? Because there was the wackos and the ecos. I don't know. I never really thought that was cool.
I mean, I don't know what an eco is, but yeah, wackos just sounds.
The West Coast Avengers versus the
I
East
know.
Coast. Yeah, I mean.
Oh wow.
They couldn't say what East Side.
Are you talking softball? Yeah.
That's right.
Softball games. Yeah.
East Coast, West Coast. But I love how the universe just like balances us out, because it's like, yeah, we have no feedback from Ray this week because he has like a personal thing going on, and like I don't think he's even making his podcast this week. But so no feedback from Ray. Hey, look, all of a sudden we got Soshin in the chat room.
Awesome.
Understudy.
The universe smiles upon us. We shall not disappear like Black Widow.
We shall not. Appear, then disappear.
That's right. Soshin goes LMFAO. Maybe we are one and the same. You're a Skrull too, Soshin. I love how Soshin's probably like sitting at his desk. Hey, Soshin, turn your chair left.
Yeah.
I hope it's a swivel chair.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like me and Will were talking about. No, I don't think there's any real Quasar news. But funny anecdote, I just got my son out of the bathtub around 8 o'clock, and the Goonies was on. So yeah,
Ooh, hey, you guys.
I know. So he watched like the first hour. Well, he was off and on watching it, but he's 6. So I was like, "Hey, you see the older brother there? Yeah, the one with the headband. Because he's working out in the beginning." I said, "That's Thanos in 1985." He's like, "Thanos don't wear no headband."
Oh, and that guy right there, that's Samwise Gamgee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But he's seen the
Thanos' brother, Star Fox. Yeah. It's too deep a cut.
Yeah.
Too shuffle.
Oh man.
Yeah, that is great. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's tough though, especially if you have like I have no experience in this, but I could just imagine other people who I know who have, beloved childhood movies that I also share, like showing them to their kids. They're like, I hope he likes this. I hope he digs this. He doesn't think it's like an old, slow movie or something. But
Well, I'm just glad he loves the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like the other day, he was asking. We're talking about that. Yeah, the DC shows. Doing the crossover. That in December. The Flash and Arrow and all those. And then he was asking if Marvel heroes were going to show up. I said, no, buddy. I said, they're owned by 2 different companies. He's like, I know. I see them all at the beginning. He's like, the DC universe owns the DC characters. He says, Marvel Studios owns the Marvel because I see it at the beginning.
Yeah.
So, see, your branding's working on the 6-year-olds Disney.
But what if you tried to get him into Marvel movies from like the 70s and 80s, like the first live action Spider-Man and Captain America and stuff. And like, this is what all the kids in school are talking about. I don't know. I dig this Captain America.
I think we're kind of working our way backwards because he's seen like the Tobey Maguires and the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans and stuff. So yeah, we're kind of
Yeah, but you get to Japanese Spider-Man, the TV show, that has.
I've seen some clips of those. Those are
is that the
wacky.
Robot?
It's real bizarre. I forget. I mean, I can kind of go down a rabbit hole about that.
Yeah, isn't there a clip with like an Indian Superman and a female Spider-Man, and they have a dance-off or something? I don't know. It was just kind of wild.
Check this man's hard drive.
He
might have seen some. I saw him watching some Bill Bixby, Lou Ferrigno Hulk clips on YouTube. So.
Oh yeah.
The kids.
And that's the first Stan Lee cameo appearance too. Marvel movie was in the Hulk movie. Yeah, the Trial of the Hulk, right? Yeah.
Daredevil in all black.
Yeah.
Not awesome starts for the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I know. Well, I'm guessing that Netflix.
Okay, so the difference in the Japanese Spider-Man is, in addition to fighting by himself, he also piloted a giant robot known as Leopardon, which he would summon to thwart off enlarged version of the show's monsters. So
go Spidey Man.
Leopardon.
Oh no, because like during what was that Spider-Verse? When Dan Slott did that whole multiversal Spider-Man thing and like brought in all these alternate versions of Spider-Man. I think he did have that one with the giant robot.
Yeah, this is real bizarre.
And I think even in the sequel they had it. They had that one because Doc Ock as the superior Spider-Man. It's like, use the giant sword on the thing, and he's like, that's not honorable. He's like, who cares about honor?
Yeah, this is about someone who was he sees a meteor fall to Earth, and it's the last surviving warrior of Planet Spider, a world that was destroyed by Professor Monster and the Iron Cross Army. And then he injects his own blood into this motorcycle rider named Takaya, and it gives him spider-like powers, and then he gets a bracelet that makes him shoot webs. So I don't know. Look it up.
Thank you, Internet.
That's what we call a retcon, right?
I don't put this in here. My kid's gonna be Spider-Man for Halloween. He's gonna be looking for his giant robot. I'm gonna be like, Coda!
Where's Leopardon? Yeah. Yeah,
Leopardon,
Yeah.
Voltron.
that'd be nice.
Was there any other news this week? Cosmic news? The writer's stepping off of Guardians and is getting, and a new writer's coming on.
Oh,
Did I
really?
read that?
No, I didn't hear that.
Maybe that came out of, I think that came out of New York Comic Con
You know what?
last week.
I mean, maybe it was just me, but does it seem like San Diego gets more like media coverage than New York Comic Con?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely.
Which is
I think
weird.
it's a bigger kind of event, which is, I mean, I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, because New York is still in the middle of the city. I don't know, San Diego, they can kind of make like a village around it. There's a little bit more spread open, and people like visiting nice weather cities more than New York in the fall. I don't know, maybe.
I mean, I
It's
could
just a
see it.
guess,
I could see the attendance being down, but I just mean it just seems like the media doesn't get the reporters don't want to make it to New York, even the New York reporters.
the home of Marvel. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't see anything about a writer, but I did see that James Gunn confirmed that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will be his last.
Mm.
So if we get a Guardians 4, it'll be with
Must mean he's got a real juicy tweet planned.
Is he gonna kill them all and bring in the 30th century Guardians?
Yeah.
Okay, it says Al Ewing and Juan Cabal will launch a new Guardians of the Galaxy ongoing in January of 2020.
Oh, you meant the comic? I thought you were talking about the movie.
No,
Oh,
comic,
yeah, because they're of course they're going to reboot and renumber. So
Mhm.
it's been 6 months.
Has it been that long? It's,
Well, no,
so
they're
far
up
in
to
the
9 or
past.
10. Yeah, so they might make it to 12. I know they think renumbering like it's going to get them new readers, but doesn't that make it more confusing?
I think so.
Yes, it does.
It's like, oh, here's number 3. Well, which series is it? Was it the one from last year, the year before? Is it from this year?
Yes.
Just keep the number. Remember when we were young and you picked up an Avengers 345 and you're like, okay,
it's been here for 345 issues. Cool.
must be a 10th
Maybe I can
grand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loki created.
Yeah.
It must be good.
Honestly, like the last 5 or maybe the last 10 years, there's been a bunch of start and stop Guardians of the Galaxy runs that makes it very especially confusing if you're a back issue hunter like myself and you want to buy them cheap and you get them and then they're not the same story, You
Yeah.
get issue 1 of one and then issue 2 of another. You're like, you start looking at the years more closely because I'm just lost.
Yeah, I think the first one to write this current team was Bendis.
Bendis.
I feel that way about Avengers. I mean, they rebooted them like 5 times in the last, and there's been so many series. I'm like,
oh my lord! I heard Ray and them talking about the recent Punisher series because Moon Knight's been in the last couple issues. I forget what volume they said that Punisher was. It's insane. Is it like volume 9 or 10 or maybe higher than that? Or I think even Moon Knight has like a high volume count.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Oh no!
Just keep the numbering. You don't need to. Well, we get a boost from number 1s and blah blah. That seems to be the end of the marketing. We'll just keep putting out number 1s.
The current the current Punisher series may be 13th series.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. Insane.
Wow.
Yeah. So it just seems like whenever a new creative team comes on, they reboot it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what happened to transitioning from the old creative team to the new creative team? I thought that was kind of what professionals did. We wrote it so that the next team would take over.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't break the toys. Yeah, but whatever.
Where's my sushi, boy?
I'm on sushi duty.
Oh, you muted the mic. Oh, come on. We want to hear the pillow talk, boy.
Don't you mean
Sushi,
the
sushi talk? Welcome back to Sushi Talk.
All right. So, should we get to this issue so Matt Kona can get back to the sushi time?
No,
I think so. That sounds good to me.
Oh wait, we got a Soshin just commented. Poor Matt is getting beat up for cold sushi.
Yeah. The sushi was. Oh, it should have been heated up better, I guess. Yeah.
All right, let's get to it.
Actually, I'm kind of envious of both you guys because you can actually get good sushi. I live in the middle of the
We're
United
coastal.
States.
Yeah.
I can only get good sushi when I go elsewhere.
Damn city slickers don't even
Yeah.
cook their fish.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it. Enough with the sushi talk. I think, yeah, enough of the sushi talk. I think it's getting cold.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Yeah.
All right. So, like we said, Operation Galactic Storm Part 5 from Avengers 345. Finally get some East Coast Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
From March 1992. We're still in March.
Mm-hmm.
By Bob Harris, writer. Steve Epting, penciler. Wasn't he supposedly the penciler on the Collection Obsession?
Yeah, we talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah. Don't block it out. Tom Palmer, colorist, inker. Bill Oakley, letterer. Ralph Macchio, editor. Eye of the Tiger. Tom DeFalco, editor-in-chief. Oh, it's a grim war. He didn't even give himself a clever nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And title was Storm Gatherings. All right. So the summary: long-term Avengers ally Rick Jones was kidnapped by the alien Shi'ar. The tomb of Captain Marvel was raided by the alien Kree. Intergalactic war is erupting between two mighty empires, and Earth's mightiest heroes are in the thick of it. All right.
Yeah.
How we want to do this? All right. This first scene. I can do Quasar and Cersei. Will, do you want to do Vision, and we'll give Mr. Kona the? He's good with the gods,
Sounds good to me.
and he's got the beard. I don't want
Wait, give me who? It cut out for Thor. You gonna
Yeah.
give me Thor?
I don't.
Yay and verily.
I don't want to typecast, but
All right. Oh, okay. Hey, I like it. I don't care.
All right. So
Masterson of my own domain.
all right, here we go. Moments ago, a space station called Starcore orbited here. Remember from last issue? Manned by scientists from Earth, eager to illuminate the mysteries of the sun. Is that a joke? Illuminate the mysteries of the sun?
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
I do too.
I see you, Bob Harris. But that was before a massive solar flare engulfed the unfortunate ship, destroying it utterly. For its inquisitive Terran crew, there is seemingly no hope. Or can there be in the silent sound of thunder and flash of lightning here in the depths of space? Salvation in the form of 4 Avengers.
Ooh, I did it. Oh, wait. I really did it. And turn the page. I wasn't sure I could make the leap from Earth, but after Cap told me Starcore's coordinates, all I had to do was concentrate.
Cersei's like, well, bully for you, Thunderer. But in case you haven't noticed, we're still a long way from accomplishing our mission.
Bam! Mjolnir got us here. Fantastic.
Oh, thank God Mjolnir got them here because no one else in this foursome knows how can teleport.
Quasar, excuse me.
Exactly.
Cersei is correct. We received Starcore's distress signal 12.6 minutes ago, indicating the crew was abandoning ship. However, there is no sign of the craft's life pod in this vicinity. It's conceivable they did not succeed in escaping and perished.
You sure know how to bring down the mood, Viz. What do you say, Quasar? I mean, you're Guardian of the Galaxy.
Protector of the universe.
Whatever. Did they make it?
Awesome.
You'll be in a Guardians of the Galaxy book in a couple of years, and someone from a podcast will complain about you not being in it more. It'll happen.
You really mean it? Okay. In this next panel, he's scanning for life signs. Why is he holding his temples?
Well, it looks like he's wearing goggles with the. I mean, I guess that's his communication device, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, but it looks like an oxygen mask too, and he doesn't need an oxygen. Well, maybe he's just doing it
Yeah.
for the communicator, but
They had an extra one. He doesn't want to carry it. Yeah.
I mean, he has quantum. He has that quantum aura around him. I mean, look, Cersei's literally in a bathing suit, and
Uh-huh.
but she's in a.
And he uses the bands to communicate via radio waves anyway. So
Again,
yeah,
it's
whatever.
not Grunwald.
I know.
Okay, so he puts his head to his temples like he's Professor X for some reason. They knew the flares were getting increasingly dangerous. They were prepared. Let me see if I can sense any human life out here. Bingo! Follow me. He takes off. And then as the others follow, Cersei goes, someone ought to remind the Golden Boy Scout with the cosmic accessories that we happen to be a team.
Oh. And somebody ought to remind you that you're not God's gift to superheroes, lady. Sheesh.
Oh. All right. But then meanwhile, back at Avengers Mansion, Will, you going to keep with the Hawkeye? Because you were Hawkeye last.
Sure thing.
All right. Avengers Mansion. Oh, we get Black Widow. Don't blink or you'll miss her. So Cap's talking to Hawkeye on the communication screen. This latest flare was by far the largest, Hawk. We barely got Starcore's message through the electromagnetic disturbances.
How do you figure these solar flares are tied into what's been going on around here, Cap?
I'm not sure, but it's clear that there is a connection. Rick Jones' dream indicated that there was a Kree presence on Earth again, which certainly was borne out by our encounter with Atlas and Minerva. And my battle with Warstar revealed the Shi'ar race is involved as well. Admittedly, we don't know a lot about these Shi'ar, but Quasar witnessed a solar flare erupt when their starship warped out of the solar system. It appears we're in the middle of some type of intergalactic power struggle between two alien superpowers who don't give a second thought to the damage they're doing to our sun.
So what else is new? Listen, the West Coast branch is just about ready to jet to New York for the big powwow. See you in 2 hours.
Good deal, Hawk. And we see Black Widow saying, I've called in all the reserves I could, Steve. I alerted Jarvis to be prepared for up to 30 guests. And Cap. And just the other day, I was reminiscing about the good old days with a smaller team. Seems like I'm going to have to eat my words. And Widow says, look at it this way, Steve. At least this will keep you humble. Oh, so what? Was she worried that he wants a smaller team, so she disappears after this issue?
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
One person made all the difference. Okay.
She
All right.
invited all those guests so she could just slip out the back door.
They call what's that, a Russian exit or something?
I think it's an Irish goodbye. Maybe there's, I guess any culture could be fit into those.
All right. Back in space.
An Australian au revoir. I mean, all right.
Lucky he's not in the room tonight. All right.
That's why he's not here. He was here and he left without us noticing.
But yeah, I won't get into Ray's personal business, but thinking about you, Ray,
Sure.
and your family. All right, so back in space, the Avengers find Starcore. Quasar says, "Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the Starcore Life Pod?" And Cersei says, "We're impressed, Quasar. I'll call you the next time I lose a needle in the haystack. But the question remains: is the crew all right?"
I shall ascertain that, Cersei, by passing through the pod's hull and asking them directly.
The Vision. Thank God somebody heard our distress beacon. We were beginning to think.
Dr. Corbeau, can you tell me what happened.
A flare so sudden and powerful, it couldn't have been natural. We had no time to engage our thrusters.
Indeed, Doctor. Do you have any hypothesis as to the sun's solar activity? Why the sun's solar activity has become so volatile?
Vision, I don't think now's the appropriate time to... What's happening?
Unknown. I shall investigate. Avengers, the Starcore crew appears fundamentally well, if somewhat shaken, but this disturbance...
We're way ahead of you, Viz. Something's about to happen. And Cersei's like, look.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what the heck is that?
I believe, Thor, we are witnessing the formation of a wormhole.
You know it, Vision. It's the birth of a warp, a rip in the time-space continuum.
Space-time continuum. I know I should have stayed home.
Cersei says, Quasar, in the distance, another warp is appearing. And out of it, a space fleet is appearing. Which it does.
Great page. What a full page fleet pick.
And Cersei saying, there must be hundreds of ships. Quasar, it's a freaking armada.
Whoa. Did Quasar just say freaking? That's what Thor's thinking.
All right. How are we going to do this? You want... Kona, you want to be one of the first alien and I'll be the second alien?
Sure.
Right.
So like the top panel?
Yeah.
Yeah. The first lead has been completed, Praetor. The fleet reports it is prepared to enter the second wormhole.
Very well, Commander. Proceed. The Empress does not want any Shi'ar presence in the Terran solar system any longer than is absolutely necessary. Oh, we got a
Praetor. All right, I'll do the third one. Praetor, Commander, our bioscans have detected life forms on the screen now.
You can't even tell who these are. It is true. Scan confirmed.
Yeah, they all have the same haircut. Yeah.
Yeah. It's true. Scan confirmed. To think humanoid life forms out here. The Magistrix was correct in being concerned. These Terrans are extraordinary, but they are witnesses nonetheless. Lieutenant, engage and eliminate the humans.
Hold on a moment. Despite it all, this is not the Shi'ar way. Have we truly come to this? In order to preserve our way of life, we adopt the practices of our most bitter enemies?
May I remind you, my Lord Praetor, that this is war? These beings are more than likely spies of the accursed Kree who would report on the fleet's maneuvers to Hala itself. They're going to holla to Hala.
Holla.
Why else would living beings be here, so near the wormhole site? Can you, in truth, spare these beings and run the risk of bringing disaster to the Magistrix and the Empire?
Your words are cold, Commander, but then so is war, is it not? Carry out your orders, then. May the gods forgive decisions made in times such as these.
All right. Oh,
Heavy drama.
that's right. But look,
Yeah.
look, next scene, Avengers Mansion. Look who we got on the roof. Hercules.
Oh. Yeah.
So,
Hercules.
Is that him? It looks like it's him in the first bubble, right? Yeah. Yeah.
So I was gonna say me and Will just have to pick because I know who Crone is gonna be.
I'll be Hercules. All right.
Will,
Our West Coast compatriots are due to arrive at any moment. 'Tis an honor to greet them. 'Twill be a moment of epic importance when all who bear the names Avenger are gathered neath one roof once more. I can only wonder what their voices will sound like and what characters they will portray. That was me ad-libbing. I was too excited to start doing my Hercules before you guys cast the rest of the scene. So.
You want the Black Knight? I'll take Crystal if that's all right.
okay, that's fine. I'm quivering with excitement, Herc. Too bad we forgot to rent the brass band. How's about you, Crystal? Nervous?
Yes, I'm uneasy, Knight, but about what, I'm not exactly sure. Is it some menace from deep space that threatens us all, I fear? Or is it being reunited with my estranged husband's sister? I wish I knew.
Intergalactic war or domestic squabble? It's nice to know you can keep things in perspective. Then again, choosing between an angry Scarlet Witch and a space battle with little green men, I'd vote for the battle. But you can't just say X.
Hey! Hey, they're firing at us.
Oh, and then Cersei says to Thor, Hercules is right about you, Thunderer. You do have an inordinate fondness for stating the obvious. And then we see Quasar go over to the Star Core station. Things could get ugly real quick, which means this is no place for Doc Corbeau and his crew. Just use my quantum bands to send the life pod out of harm's way, and then we'll deal with these invaders.
Whoa, sit down.
Is that me? Oh,
That's
no.
me.
Gotcha.
Wait, this is the next page where he's getting tackled?
Page 13. Yeah. But the panel before I get
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. This page is upside down. Oh, that's funny. I'm reading a scan. So, oh, this is difficult for me.
it's in space.
All
Are you
right.
sure it's upside down?
It is. All right.
They're upside down.
Why, Cersei? I didn't think you cared. Is that right? Is that the bottom of the page?
No, it's when he says, you know it, Quasar.
Oh, boy. All right.
Oh,
What?
yeah. It's the panel before. Why, Cersei? I didn't know you cared.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what, Quasar? These jokers are trying to kill us for no good reason. I oughta.
And Cersei's like, Thunderer, that photon torpedo. Watch out. First rule of business, my mortal friend. Don't let your sense of indignation get you killed. It's so counterproductive.
Why, Cersei? I didn't know you cared. Upside down. But thanks for saving my butt.
You're welcome. You're raw, naive, headstrong, but I think you have possibilities. Vision, I do believe I've made our neophyte godling blush.
I will store that information in the proper databank, Cersei, but now I suggest we retaliate against this aggression.
You know it, boss. Eurohammer, do your stuff. Dang.
Yeah, that's a big katang.
Preorder! K3, preserve us. The Terrans have unleashed some sort of incredible weapon. Our shields are buckling.
It's a hammer.
It's a magic hammer. Another hit.
It's primordial.
Preorder, this can't be
Primordial combat.
Preorder, this can't be happening. We are the best in the Magistrix fleet. We are her pride, her glory.
Ah, young one, today you experience the bitter side of life. No matter how powerful you are, you will always meet someone stronger still. And pride and glory mean very little then. I pray it is a lesson of our empire is spared.
And outside we see Quasar and Cersei blasting. That's it, Cersei. We breached the force field. She says, of course. Still they're down, but not yet out, Quasar. Let's move in for the kill. Quasar goes, kill? You're sounding a little bloodthirsty there. That's not your style. She says, isn't it? What do you really know of the mind of an Eternal? And does my attitude frighten you, Wendell Vaughn? And he's just like, I wear glasses for a reason. Shh, shh, shh. Better by far terrifies the creatures within that ship. And then we see Praetor, life support is failing. We are done. Where's the commander? Is he hiding from the consequences of his actions?
Actually, yes, old man. My people's intelligence suggested the Terrans we encountered out here might be the metahumans who have stymied our race for so long. Now they hinder you, Shi'ar. And to think, all because of my dedication to duty. I've a better lesson for you, my praetor. Things are not always what they seem. As he starts to transport or morph into a Skrull. No reality is all smokes and mirrors. And who knows the better than hobgoblins of your precious Magistrix, Landra's Imperial Guard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's a Shi'ar shapeshifter.
Yeah, that's
Who
right.
took the name of an Earth supervillain.
Oh, that's what he is?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Oh, right,
yeah,
okay.
because he says he's part of the Imperial Guard. Yeah, no scrolls yet.
I thought it was.
No
All right, cool.
no Australians.
Yeah.
No
That's-
Australians yet.
The chin and the headpiece looks a little scrawly. If I'm, nitpicking a little. By the Kron, pray to your ancestors, brothers. Our hull is breached. We will not see our homeworld again.
Are these Terrans mad? Do these barbarians mean to kill us? And there's like a breach in the hull. Alert, alert. Ship's integrity has been compromised. Atmospheric decompression in bridge section. Oh, you even got an alarm going off. Cool. And then we hear the computer integrity restored. Atmosphere returning to normal parameters. Whew. Praetor, we were dead men. How? And we hear
simple. Oh, sorry. I thought that was him speaking out of his back.
No, I think it's Quays. Simple.
It is.
The Avengers giveth, and the Avengers taketh away.
I see you, Shi'ar. I am the vision of the Avengers. You attacked our party unprovoked while we were engaged in rescue mission. Such acts, which violate the norm of civilized behavior, cannot go unpunished. Be informed, we intend to bring you to Earth to investigate recent events on our planet, which suggest you are infringing on our sovereignty and indeed could be a threat to our very survival.
I don't know if we were supposed to read this before, but yeah, Quasar was like, yeah, we blasted a hole in the side of your ship and I'm plugging it up for now. I am praetor of this vessel. You are innocent victims of a conflict between two great powers, for which I apologize. Your anger is justified, but no praetor of the Shi'ar has ever allowed his ship to be taken. And Cersei says, then make history and be the first praetor, or by Zurus, I swear, we'll destroy you and your ship.
Boom! Double page spread.
Yeah. Later, back in New York. Yeah, that's what I was telling Will before too, Matt. It seems like this era of Avengers, we always get like that big shot of everyone standing around the table.
Yeah, the big A table. And Wonder Man does not look happy to be there. Looks like he went a little heavy on the mascara, and yeah.
So I guess the team's reporting back to Cap, because the next thing you see is Cap saying, "You what? You threatened to kill them? Dear Lord, the Avengers don't operate that way, lady." And she says, "Then perhaps they should, Captain. And with all of us here, both East and West, maybe we should vote on it. We were out in deep space, having just survived an attack on not only us, but the Star Corps scientists we were entrusted to save. Forgive us, won't you, if we neglected Robert's rules of conduct? But I hardly think the Shi'ar would have extended us the same courtesy."
Cap, I know I'm the new kid on the block, but we were fighting a fully armed battleship, and it was just a bluff, wasn't it?
I'm not entirely comfortable with what we did, Cap. But Corbo and his crew are back home, and we got some captives we can question out of the deal. I say we came out ahead. Then I ask you all, if the Shi'ar and Praetor had not given up, would you have been prepared to carry out your threat?
Oh, U.S. agent. Who's that?
I think it was not Matt.
Oh, dum. A heavy pause. That was also what happened before I started talking. I love it. The tension in the ranks.
Button it, agent. Cap knows what he's talking about.
Button it yourself, Barton. I got every right to talk. After all, the Avengers are one big happy family, right?
And then we see Dr. Pym. Cap, whatever the ethics of what happened, we now have several dozen prisoners from the Star Vessel, as well as the Kree, Dr. Minerva, and Captain Atlas, whom I shrank in size and placed in this holding tank. Looks like a lunchbox.
Yes. Yeah. Or what the Ghostbusters put the dead souls in.
Yeah.
And Cap's like, Hank, that makes me equally uncomfortable. It reminds me of our old friend, the Collector. Don't bring that up again.
Oh, Cap, what are you doing?
On.
No
Actually,
collectors.
most people are just saying, don't tell Dr. Pym that those are really just action figures, okay?
He's trying these days, okay?
Yeah.
And then the Wasp is like, that's hardly fair, Cap. Iron Man requested Hank reduce the aliens. After all, what were we going to do with them? And Cap says, what indeed? Well, all I'm urging is caution, Wasp. It's a slippery, muddy road once you begin making death threats and incarcerating people. And I don't want to see the Avengers, despite the best of intentions, get caught in the muck. And then with the Black...
It's the Black Widow!
Yeah, don't blink. Debate is all well and good, my friends, but shouldn't we attend to the matter at hand? All right, all right, Tasha. Sorry, Hank. I was way out of line. And Hank Pym's like, it's okay, Cap. We're all under stress. Now, what are we going to do about this situation? Cap, what I'm about to suggest may seem as quixotic as fighting windmills, because admittedly, our combined abilities are next to nothing against powers as vast as the Kree and Shi'ar empires. But somehow we've got to convince these two ancient races to stop this war before it gets out of hand. Was I mocking? Oh, who was Mockingbird? She was me or Kona.
I don't think I was, but I could have been.
I think it was you.
Okay, I'll take it. Because Mockingbird's like, but why? I mean, who are we to go around telling other people or aliens how to run their affairs?
What? Have you been out to lunch or something, Bobby? There's a little matter regarding our sun. Hawkeye is correct, Mockingbird. Both the Shi'ar and the Kree are using the sun as an energy source in order to activate a normally inert wormhole. The portal, once open, serves as a bridge between their respective galaxies. Cutting the distance to their space, fleets must travel to a mere fraction. However, use of the wormhole caused gravitational havoc with the sun, destabilizing its nuclear cohesion. If the Kree and the Shi'ar are not stopped, the sun will nova and life in the solar system will cease. That's why Cap says we have to get involved. I hope the Kree don't think we're too rude butting into their business.
Oh, stop smirking, Clint. While we were married, I always thought it was your least becoming habit. Ouch.
Oh, she's got. I wonder what some of the other becoming habits were.
Leaving his arrowheads, all over the floor.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think they stayed married so long because he made her quiver. That's an arrow joke, archery.
I was about to say, I'm glad Vision gave us the full summary for people who haven't been paying attention to what the last 4 episodes. Is he a synthesoid or a summarization zoid? Should have went with the quiver joke.
Yeah,
All right, so then Cap saying, I'm not advocating intervention, Avengers, but diplomacy. From what we could glean from the X-Men, the Shi'ar seem to be a far less warlike race than the Kree. Perhaps they can be reasoned with. The Kree are another matter entirely, of course, but we've dealt with them before. Okay, so we're talking about the whole Earth's at stake, and now we're talking about the X-Men. Why aren't we calling the X-Men? Why aren't we calling the Fantastic Four?
It's true.
The Defenders. Power
Pack, yeah. Anybody. So then Cap is saying, by utilizing Quasar's warp powers, I propose to send 2 teams as envoys to each of the empires involved, while the remaining 30 of the Avengers stay on Earth to act as our rear guard. Iron Man, the Black Widow, and I have gone to great lengths in deciding the membership of each envoy. Experience, power level, scientific background, and adaptability to the rigors of space all came under consideration. This is a tough mission, folks. If anyone wants to back out, you can do so. No questions asked. Okay, those assigned to the Kree Empire are myself, meaning Cap, U.S. Agent.
All right.
Iron Man, Crystal, Hercules, the Black Knight, and Cersei. She goes, I do hope my actions cause you no further embarrassment, Captain. And he says, that makes 2 of us, Cersei. All right, on to those traveling to the Shi'ar Imperium. Thor.
Me?
Wonder Man. The Vision. The Scarlet Witch. And she thinks, with the Vision? And Simon?
Oh, awkward.
Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau version, Star Fox, and Living Lightning. And now
Living Lightning, come on.
Living La Vida Lightning. And now our Earth Force, She-Hulk, Falcon, Mockingbird, Spider-Woman, Hank Pym and the Wasp, get to share a panel, Gilgamesh, and Hawkeye.
What?
You know what's funny? Then like Black Widow standing right over Cap's shoulder, like, excuse me? Excuse me? Continue on. All right, so yeah, Hawkeye runs out of the room fuming.
Cap is out of his flipping mind. I don't have enough raw power, he says. What's the US agent? Mr. Universe? I don't think so. He's a lunatic. Bobby nearly burst out laughing when she saw the look on my face. I hate when that happens. I've been an Avenger longer than most anybody. Where's the respect, for Pete's sake? Where's the Hank? Hi.
Things got kind of hot and heavy in there. Hey, Hawk. Cersei seemed to have a real chip on her shoulder. Wasn't like her at all. I think Cap just got a little distracted. You deserve to go into space if you won, Clint. You were involved in our first run-in with the Kree. I know what it's like to be the odd man out around here. And there was a time when you were more than just an archer, remembers? He flips him a vial of something.
Sure do, Hank, old buddy. Thanks.
Ooh, performance-enhancing drugs.
Make it bigger.
And biggin.
If it's going to last more than 4 hours.
Or call Dr. Pym.
As Cap's talking to the rest of everyone back in the main room. The Silver Surfer reports that the new Kree leaders, Generals Dar-Ben and Aldan, are fanatical in their desire to expand the Empire. Again, we mentioned the Surfer. Why don't we bring in the Surfer in? It's a cosmic story, too.
Uh-huh.
Just a consultant.
I know. So he says, which only makes our job all the more folks, because everyone seems distracted. Herc?
Focus, everyone. Focus.
Hercules.
Hercules. All right.
It's easy flirting with the white people.
Good, Captain. I suggest you take a look behind thee.
What? Hawkeye?
Nope, not this time out. I figured I was Goliath the last time we took on the Kree, so seeing as how we're running into him again, I decided to take a dose of Hank Pym's growth serum. Now, you know how nostalgic I get, Cap. Oh, by the way, Hank ran in a series of tests just now. In this form, I could give old Herc a run for his money in the strength department. That enough raw power for you?
I knew it was going to be one of these days. U.S. agent, we have to talk. And
the red, white, and blue fossil is out of his gourd to replace me with that ex-Carney Barker just because he developed a super thyroid problem. There ought to be a law.
And 3 hours later in space, we see Quasar with 2 Quinjets. Quasar's like, okay, Avengers, we're in deep enough space to safely make the quantum jump. Now he remembers he can quantum jump. You ready, Cap? You still sure you want me to stay behind? And Cap says, that's a Roger on both counts, Quasar. We need someone to guard the Stargate. I don't know who's talking in Quinjet.
Is that Vision, I think? I'll do it. Quinjet 2 ready and willing as well, Wendell.
Then
that was Simon. Sorry, that was Wonder Man.
Oh, man. Took my line.
Then sit back and relax. Next stop, the Kree Empire and the Shi'ar Imperium, as he opens quantum things for both of them. We see a va-boom. A va-boom. A va-boom, because then we see Quasar saying, and good luck and Godspeed, folks, because I think we're all in for the fight of our lives. And we got the va-boom. Now we get the va-va-boom because her shows up. She's like, don't sound so pessimistic, Quasar. I'm here to comfort you. He's like, and he pulls a quantum leap. Oh, boy. And as the enigmatic life form known as her joins up with Quasar, the scene shifts to light years away. The planet once known as Eri, now more grandly called Throne World, the heart of the Shi'ar Empire, and home to the Empress Magistrix Lilandra of the House of Nermani. Say that 3 times fast.
It's a good house. First of her name.
So how do we want to do this? All right. Will, you want to be the queen, and Matt, you want
Sure.
to be the guy reporting to her, and I'll take the last page?
Sure. I'll be the floating head.
Yes. Enough sushi.
Yeah. Yes. Like the head of a piece of fish that's been chopped off for sushi usage. The fleet has passed through the Stargate, Majesty. The Kree remains unaware of our movements, but I regret to report the loss of the Praetor, a lake stealth craft near Sol 3.
A lake, I will grieve for him, Admiral, for he embodied all the best that is Shi'ar. He advised me against this undertaking, seeking a better way. Would that I had the luxury of finding one. But the delicate balance of power that has kept the peace all these centuries has been tipped. My Lord Chamberlain seek vengeance for the Shi'ar bloodshed on the borderlands of expansionist Kree. And I find our two empires heading irrevocably to collision, with neither side willing to see vengeance is ever a poor reason to start a war.
Your orders, Majesty?
Proceed to the rendezvous point, Admiral. Instalink out. Shara and Kithari, pray for me.
Why beseech dead, dusty gods for aid, dear sister?
You.
Policies of state weigh heavily upon you, do they not, little Lilandra? The rule of empire was not meant for one such as you. No, you are a woman of conscience. The death of billions will sear your soul like a flaming brand. Your name will be cursed across half the known universe by those you sought to save. Your precious fail-safe device will usher in the doomsday you so desperately fear. You embark on a perilous course, but I, who have been your most bitter enemy and also your most loving sister, offer a better way. This Deathbird swears. Yeah, I'm sure you can always trust someone named Deathbird.
Exactly.
Bird of prey. All right, so Galactic Storm continues in Iron Man 279. And next month in Avengers, the birth of Star Force.
Sit down and tune in next time.
Same quantum channel, same quantum time.
Yeah. So next episode is Iron Man. What is it? 270. I got it right here. Yeah, 278. So we'll be following Cap's team next episode, followed by the Thor issue, where we'll be following the other Quinjet team.
I did seem a little kind of out of character for Cersei to become so bloodthirsty so quickly.
Yeah, but doesn't she start going nuts like a couple arcs from now? So is this maybe the start of it?
Oh yeah, maybe. I don't remember.
And plus, this storyline, I mean, spoilers, kind of ends with like a big philosophical debate at the end,
which they basically stated here for us. Yeah,
is she like the catalyst for that? Yeah.
It comes down to Cap and Iron Man again. Sorry, spoilers.
It's like a civil war almost.
Almost. Although
the North, instead of the North and the South, it's the East and West.
Yeah. The wackos and the ecos.
Yeah, Iron Man was on the West Coast Avengers at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember, I think I remember, it's been a long time since I've read it, but when the decision is made and a bunch of them go off to do what they're going to do, a certain Avenger says, Cap, you want me to stop him?
Yeah.
And he could have.
Absolutely.
But I thought it was weird, this issue, because I mean, especially since he gets so chatty in later issues, like founding member Iron Man has nothing to say this issue. Not one word.
But he was Black Widow and Iron Man, Black Widow, Cap, and Iron Man were the ones that chose the teams, I guess. But yeah, you're right. He doesn't say anything.
Yeah. Strange.
Yeah. I mean, I guess because Cap and Iron Man are some of the old school, but no, wasn't Hawkeye the leader of the West Coast Avengers? Why wasn't he on the picking teams? Although they would have been like, yeah, space. He ain't going to space.
Well, and that's something that Kurt Busiek brought up in he and George Perez's Avengers run, that Cap really didn't necessarily respect Hawkeye as a leader, but he did after that, because then he went on to lead the Thunderbolts, and there's that great scene where Cap's trying to wake up Iron Man from the spell, and Hawkeye's like, "Whoa, no, he's way too into this Lord of the Manor thing."
Oh,
Wakes everyone.
But yeah, I did like that. Yeah, like when they came back after Heroes Reborn, it was like those original Avengers who were putting the team back together. And the Cap, Iron Man, Thor. That's who should have picked the teams. I went, well, I mean, it's Eric Masterson, Thor. So, I mean, you leave them out.
Well, but they were obviously they knew it wasn't Thor.
Yeah.
Right? Because Cersei's like, you're young, you're an idiot. State the obvious.
That's what I'm saying. We don't need to have Thor in on the decision making, but it should have been like Cap, Iron Man. They should have had Pym and Wasp, in on this talk.
Other founders, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like they're afraid of getting the backhand by Pym.
Jeez. I feel like Owatu should grab the last spot because what if all of those?
What if?
Maybe he's been Soshin is here and Owatu is also observing just silently.
So anything else, gentlemen?
I got nothing. I got sushi to be watched to eat, and it's getting cold.
And horror movies to
yeah, we might have to recap The House That Dripped Blood, which is a weird 70s horror movie we watched. It'll come out in a couple of days.
The sushi. That's disgusting.
The house that dripped soy sauce. The apartment that dripped soy sauce. Yeah.
The house that what'd you say? The apartment that dripped soy sauce.
Yeah, the house that dripped blood. But right now, Yale is eating sushi in the room because I'm taking up the living room with my computer set up. So I told you this is problematic for me.
Did you tell her you were playing not one but two gods this episode?
Well, I don't think that's gonna fly. No.
She's like, "No, I'm in the house, young man."
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. All right, everyone. Again, send your thoughts. Again, next episode, part 6 from Iron Man 278, Capes and Lunatics at gmail.com. Call our voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-Capes. And new for you Quantum Zoners, you can check out all the Capes and Lunatics social media links at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And remember, you can always watch us live on the Capes and Lunatics Facebook, Twitter, and at Get Vocal, VOKL.com/Capes. All right. Sushi Samurai, Matt Kona, where can people find you?
You can find me at Matt Kona, MATTKONA. Also recapping horror movies every day with my wife, if she still wants to do it after tonight. No, at Yale Matt Recap on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff.
Master of the Quantum Zone, Will Alred.
Find me at Walred. That's at WALLRED at Twitter and Gmail and Facebook and all those things. You can also find my self-published comic, Diary of Night, at diaryofnight.com. And then there's all kinds of cool stuff that is out there on the Quantum Zone at quantumzone.org.
Nice. All right. Thank you for joining us. Wonder how much sushi we sold this episode.
Consider sushi, everyone. Consider it.
That's right.
Who's a big sushi company? They're not. None of you are sponsors, but if you would like to be, we will take your money.
Opus
And your
Sushi in
sushi.
Austin. Come on, get on board.
Heck, you.
Please overnight some sushi to me in the heart of America because no
Why
oceans.
not?
Thank
Yeah, no one.
Mail order sushi, dude. Is that better or worse?
Weird.
Like gas station sushi?
Gas station sushi. That's what we want,
Oh
right?
wow!
Surprised that isn't where you get your sushi in Arkansas.
Gonna get a nice Sunoco roll. Yeah.
Anyway, Quantum Zoners, the war rages on. So come back next time. And remember, Quantum Zoners and Socian right there. Keep it quantum.